You want a new life. You want a better body. You want more money. You want a real relationship. You want a real relationship with God and real confidence. Then stop asking for all of this while you're still living the same life. You can't create a new life with the same habits that you have, the same environment, the same way of thinking. Take a look at this beautiful background, right? And tell me, being around these things, if that doesn't inspire you to do better. You can't be in the same environment. You can't have the same way of thinking. You can't just have the same habits and expect things to change for you. No, you have to put yourself into alignment and switch sometime. If the switch is needed, if it's a must, then you must do it. New experience follow new perspective. You change your perspective, you change your actions, and suddenly your life starts changing. Life doesn't change because you want it to. It changes when you see it differently. When you see your health differently, you stop seeing, working out or exercises as a punishment, but you start seeing it more as a blessing for you, something that's good for you. Therefore, you put in the work and you start working out, you start eating right, and you start doing the things that would keep you in good shape and keep you healthy for as long as you could be. When you see your time differently, you stop wasting it. And instead of killing time, you start using it for what it is and what it's worth. Your actions are just a reflection of how you see yourself. The truth is, your habits are not just personal, they're environmental, right? And what I mean by that is, if you're always around poverty, right? If you're always around low self-esteem people, if you're always around not nice things and just like people that sell drugs and do things, you most likely are going to take the same actions as them. And because you think that's all there is, you think that's all it is to be great, right? Start doing those things and life could not get any better than that. So you start falling into those habits as well. But look at it this way. You see where I'm standing, right? You see what's behind me, this beautiful city, okay? Tell me if being around these things doesn't give you the motivation to start grinding and just do better overall, because you still want to be in this area. And if you want to be in this area, you can't be broke to do that. You can't be a low self-esteem. You can't be a bum. You can't just have no drives or no sort of goals to follow in life if you want to be around the good things in life. But you start seeing things differently and you need to change your perspective. That's what I mean by new experience must follow new perspective, okay? And I'm not there yet, You see all those buildings up there? Eventually, that's what I would want to be in life, but I'm not there yet. I'm at the bottom. And what can I do to be there? By working hard, by investing my money into things, by starting a business, by doing all those things that I could do that could set me up for success. But in the meantime, I have to choose new experiences to align with the perspective that I have for my future self. You can't become consistent while surrounded by inconsistent people. You cannot build wealth by being around broke-minded people, people with a broke mindset. That's never gonna work for you. You cannot get in shape while being around people that don't care about their health. All they do is just, want to fuck off and just, they don't care to look good, they don't care to be healthy at all. You cannot be around that and change your perspective or get in shape. That's gonna be hard. You can, but it will definitely be hard. I always use myself as an example. I always like to be around rich people with nice things, because it motivates me. It's like, okay, one day this could be you. But the fact that you're here getting the experience and see the perspective of how these people live their life and the things they have, the things they do, you would gain the mindset and the knowledge to one day acquire the same type of, wealth that they have by doing those things that they're doing, by starting a business, by focusing on your goals, by taking yourself seriously and just doing all those things that are required for you to have this lifestyle, New perspective comes from new environment. Get around better people and you become better. It's that simple. Stay around the same people, the same cycle, the same bad habits, and you stay stuck. Let's go deeper in this. I'm gonna use fitness, okay? Because I'm very deep into fitness, and as you guys know, I work out a shit ton. And I'm a strong believer in taking care of yourself and looking good. Fitness isn't just about looks. It's about proving yourself that you can change who you are. And every workout that you do, every sort of hard exercise that you go through, it's something that prepares you mentally for real life example when things get hard. Because if you can't get through this workout right now, what makes you think that if some real shit happened in your life, you'll be able to get through that. You're not mentally ready. You're not mentally focused or mentally strong enough to endure pain and go through certain things. You would fold. But the more you work out, the more you put yourself into intense trainings and you accomplish those things and you get past your limit. Every other day, you're getting yourself ready. You build discipline and you get a sharper mentality, not just physically. Like, you will look good and strong, but mentally, you'll be ready for anything that comes your way. Most people stay broke because they don't change their perspective on money. They chase quick dopamine instead of long-term investment. All right, look. It's okay to get a job, right? A regular job. It don't matter what you do. It don't matter where you start. You can go down my YouTube channel. I'll talk about the things I do to make money, right? How I use my regular 9 to 5 and start investing that money into reselling and my business to the point where I could do the things I want and, sustain myself calmly, right? I'm not super rich. I'm not broke, but I can sustain myself when it comes to certain things, or buy the things I want, or experience the things I want to experience. People fear networking instead of realizing that relationship can open doors that money can't open. Look, there's a reason why I always put myself in nice areas, and there's a reason why I stand on, always looking good, always stay fresh, and always be polite, and just present yourself as your best self everywhere you go. Your first impression can carry you a long way, and that's with anything. If you have a bad first impression, you ruin the whole future for whatever it could be. But if you have a good first impression, you'll most likely get that call back. You'll most likely get people to like you more, and it could open as many doors that you can't even see, bro. I'm telling you, stay sharp, look good, be respectful, talk nicely, and don't be afraid to network. Put yourself in position to learn. That way you can open doors that money can't open. Stop consuming garbage content. If you're into trading, there's no way you should be wasting your time watching something that has nothing to do with trading, all right? Something that's not going to be beneficial for you. You need to put yourself into position and things that could benefit you for whatever you like to do. If you want to get into a fitness journey, you shouldn't be watching people making mukbang videos and eating a shit ton of food, bro. It doesn't align with the purpose or the perspective you have for your future self, right? You should be watching gym videos, how to get lean, how to lose fat, how to do all those things. If you want to start a business, start watching videos on how to start a business, how you could, implement certain things into your business. YouTube is a wide channel, right? You could find anything out there. So do your research and only consume the things that are beneficial for you. If you want to, somehow live or work in high-end places, go to those high-end places, network there, ask people how they got to where they are, and they could give you hints. They might not tell you exactly what they do, but the fact that you're around it all the time and you see those things, it'll put your mindset in yourself and start visualizing, realizing that, okay, it's possible, I can do it, but how? And that's when the research comes in. That's when the networking comes in. And that's when you not being afraid to ask questions or just presenting yourself always and leave a first good impression will open doors that money could never open for you. You don't just wake up successful. You build it by changing what you see, how you think, where you go, and who you surround yourself with. New life doesn't chase old mindsets. New experience don't follow old habits. You want better, change your perspective, and watch how your life start flowing for the better. New experience, follow new perspective. That's all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and come back for more. Always keep God in your life. Stay prayed up. Hope you have a good day. See you in the next video.